Have you ever opened Instagram, taken a photo, typed a caption, then stared at the post button for 10 seconds, and suddenly closed the app for absolutely no reason? Not because the photo was bad, not because nobody would like it, but because the moment it was about to be seen by other people, something started feeling wrong. And the strange part is this: a lot of people live like this online. Some people have had the same profile picture for years. Some never post stories. Some open the app, scroll for an hour, close it, and feel absolutely nothing about not participating. From the outside, it looks simple. Maybe they are shy, maybe private, maybe inactive. But psychology has spent decades trying to understand what is actually happening inside minds like these. And what it found is far more complex than most people realize. The first system is what psychology would describe as the observer personality. Certain minds naturally experience the world through observation before participation. These people notice everything: tone changes, social dynamics, micro-reactions, patterns other people completely miss. And because their internal world is already so active, external expression can start feeling unnecessary. Highly self-aware social observers often pull away from performance-heavy environments because they see the performance too clearly. And social media may be the most performance-based environment ever created. So instead of stepping into the frame, they watch quietly. The second system is privacy orientation. Some people do not experience privacy as isolation. They experience it as protection. For these minds, sharing does not feel natural. Their identity feels complete without documentation. A memory does not become more meaningful because other people watched it happen. And this becomes important online because social media constantly pushes people to display themselves. But psychology has found something interesting. The more some people feel pressured to share their lives online, the more they pull away from sharing completely. Not out of fear, out of resistance. These are often the people who take photos they never upload and write thoughts they never post. Not because the moment lacked value, because to them the value was never meant for an audience. Before we continue, comment honestly. Are you someone who posts often online, or someone who mostly stays silent and watches? The third system is the most psychologically interesting. A person can be funny with friends, expressive in real life, emotionally open in private conversations, and still feel completely unable to post publicly online. And the strange part is this: the content usually feels fine at first, until the moment it is about to be seen. Then suddenly something changes. The photo feels wrong, the caption feels fake, the post feels embarrassing for reasons the person cannot fully explain. So they close the app again. Psychologists call this context collapse. It happens when one post is suddenly being seen by friends, relatives, co-workers, old classmates, and strangers all at the same time. And the brain was never designed for that. Human beings naturally communicate differently depending on who they are around. But social media removes those boundaries completely. One post must somehow feel authentic to everyone at once. And for certain minds, the brain simply refuses to perform under those conditions. So instead of expressing something partially false, it chooses silence. And maybe that silence is more intelligent than people realize. Because not every human experience needs to become content. And when psychology looks closely at people who rarely post online, it does not find one broken personality type. It finds deeply human minds moving through a world that increasingly demands constant self-performance and quietly choosing not to participate. If this felt painfully familiar, subscribe. This is Subtext Brain.